Hey, what's up? This is Justin McKissick, Larry. Today is November 19th, okay? It's 8:41. The market has been open about 10 minutes, 11 minutes to be exact. And this is Bitcoin. I love to trade Bitcoin. I love to day trade Bitcoin, okay? I trade on smaller time frames to enter the trades easier, to enter the trades quicker. But I still know what overall direction the trade is going. You see these thick moving averages right here? You see this blue line right here, this orange line, and this white line. You see how they're all flat? It let me know that the market is consolidating. Okay, that's important to know, so you don't be trading, taking trades back and forth and stuff like that, because it's a flat market, and it shows it's a flat market. Okay, in my previous videos and stuff like that, we've been noticing that all my alerts they go off, but it's hard to hear because I was trading with my headphones on. I don't have the headphones on now, so you can clearly hear when these alerts go off. Okay. Now, what I really like to do is just take the trade based on everything they tell me to do, because I don't know how far this price is gonna go up, to be honest with you. But I see the market is flat right now, so I'm gonna just stay out of it until I just see this blue line make some type of curve, and it look like it's going up now. Okay. But if I go to the 1 hour, because I done my top down analysis correctly, so let's see. So I see it seems to be making like a curve, like it wants to go up. See this blue moving average right here? Let's make it hollow so we can see the candlesticks easier. You see the blue moving average is over. Just make it bigger so we can see it clearly. You see this blue moving average is over this orange moving average. So it looks like it's trending up anyway. So I should just go ahead and get in this as a buy. Okay. And look, it's already trending up. You know what I mean? Plus it's going over the white line anyway. I should have gotten this trade when I was supposed to. Like I said on my course, get in whatever direction they tell you to get in when it opens. So that was my fault, But at the same time, it's all about what you choose to trade with, because you have options. If you want to just trade the overall direction, you could trade when this blue moving average, this thick blue moving average, cross over this thick orange moving average. I like to trade with this small blue moving average and orange moving average. If I would have got in when it told me, I would have been in profit from here to here by now. Okay, so that's why you got to follow your own strategy. I just got in late. I was doing something else, to be honest with you. It looked like the price is going to be going up, to be honest with you. I should have got in when it told me to get in. That was my fault. But this is a pure example why you need to follow your directions. Okay, let's use the crosshair for a second. I'm using the crosshair because I want to show you exactly when the market had opened. It opened at 8:30 my time. I'm Central Time right here. And always take the trade, the direction the trade is giving when it opened. Based on right here, it was an up trade. I should have got in, but I didn't because I saw it was flat right here. But now I see the curve is making now. Now it's safe for me to get in. So I'm gonna go ahead and get in this trade. I'm gonna take a higher than usual lot size. Okay. I got in this trade because I saw on the hour time frame that it was already trending up by the hour anyway. Also, another reason I did it like this, because I noticed this thick blue moving average is starting to curve, like going the other direction, and it's starting to go towards the orange moving average. From what I see, that's from what I see. Okay. Now that's a little bit more aggressive. Usually I just let the indicator tell me what to do, but it just depends on the type of the trader you are. I trust my trading strategy to the point I know what my moving averages are doing. You know what I mean? You'll get to that point eventually where you'll understand what's going on. So let's turn this crosshair off. So I trust my trading strategy because I always know, and based on certain things going on, what's going to happen. Well, based on what I'm looking at right now, this blue moving average, like I've showed you already, the blue moving average, the skinny blue moving average. Let's turn it off. Let's crosshair off. That blue moving average right here is over the orange, so it's been trending up for a while, and it's continuously touching this blue moving average as well. So let's go back to the 2. Okay. Now look, you see now how this blue moving average is now going up. Remember, it was flat like up in here. Now we see the curve. Now we see the blue is going towards the orange, and it's starting to get smaller. Okay, that's a strong indication that the price will continuously going up. Excuse me. But when the market opens, really the safest thing to do is just trade the direction they tell you to trade. So I'm just being hard-headed right now, to be honest with you. You know, I'm just randomly getting in real quick. I never trade with my live account as far as showing you all what's going on with my money. I don't, you know, I'm from St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? And even, you know, even though I come a millionaire, you won't know what's in my account. I always trade with $1,000, just to put it that way, on the demo account. It's just safer that way. Okay, so let's continue. Look what's going on, y'all. This blue moving average is still going up. You know, the orange moving average is starting to respond. Once you get the question, you'll understand what's going on. Moving averages follow the true direction of the price. This is the price right here. Now, to be technical, to be for real, to keep it 100% real, you notice how everything is recording what data has been in the past. It's recording what the price has been in the past. Candlesticks is nothing but an indicator as well, if you think about it. You know, because it's nothing in law saying, it's not a law to use candlesticks as the data recorder. For real, for real. I mean, there's other ways to use it. Like, I mean, use record data. So let me show you what I mean when I go to price style. You see, right? Matter of fact, that's what this stands for, price style. Look, price style. You can follow the price based on any type of style. You don't have to use candlesticks. I got hollow candles that I'm using. Some people use candles. They got OHLC bars. They got all these different ways of following price. But a price is nothing but a candle. I mean, it's really, matter of fact, let's go to ChatGPT. And hold on. God damn it. Okay, there it goes. Still there. All right. Look, watch this, y'all. That's why I love using ChatGPT. Let me rephrase that. I know it's taking a long time for me to type up with one hand. Other hand leaning on my neck, I'm laying down. You like, motherfucker. God damn. Yes, see, it's an indicator, just not the same category as a RSI MACD moving average. Candlesticks are price data, but the patterns they form based on the indicators of behaviors, intention, and pressure. Candlesticks visualizes order flow. So who is controls buyers or seller, how far they push the price, how fast the projection came, where the momentum showed. Patterns of the probabilistic signals. A single candle is a combination because it's its own indicator. I mean, and that's what it really does, because it's showing what the price was doing. You know what I mean? Now, when you watch my trading course and stuff like that, you guys will understand. You know what I mean? Like me trading, what I do is 10. No, I did 20. So I'm wagering basically 20% of my account right now. You know what I mean? Because this lot size is 0.20. You know, and I already knew that because I know about this. If you use this, go to deal ticket. If I put this at 20, look at the bottom, look at the margin. So I'm saying 180 of 1,000 is about 20%. Okay. So now the reason why I'm not using my headphones is because when I was making my other videos, I know that you couldn't hear the alert system, and that's not good. I want you to hear the alert system, but let me make sure it's on. Okay, there we go. Are we good to go? So let me turn it back on the hollow candles. So what's going to happen is what's going to happen when one candlestick form. Hold on. Okay, because I took that trade earlier. My bad. See, that's me being hard headed, y'all. That's why in my other videos I always say, let the moving averages do its job. Okay. That's why I like trading on the 2-minute time frame with these faster moving averages. You can use the higher time frames, but I was basically guessing. I did not follow my own trading strategy, but fuck all that. Let's continue, okay? So as I was saying, when the blue moving average, no, I'm sorry. If one candlestick form, like we just saw this new candlestick opened up while these moving averages are crossed, that is letting you know that there's a new trend direction going on. So if this blue moving average was underneath this orange moving average and one candlestick would have opened while crossed over, that means there was a new trend going down. And if the blue moving average was over the orange moving average while one candlestick formed, there's a new trend going up. And it's always been that way based on my parameters. And that's how moving average crossovers work. When candlesticks form while moving averages are crossed over, that trend is going in a new direction. It just depends on how fast or your parameters, how they're set, okay? Now look, this is something to take notice of, and this is just something I know about because I have years of experience of moving averages. Not to brag, but I'm just keeping it real. This blue moving average is getting closer and getting tighter to this orange moving average. That's a high indication to me that the price is going to continuously go up, because in the past, every time the blue started going towards that orange, getting closer like that, the price went up. Think I'm lying? Look right here. When the blue got closer, started going down towards the orange, price was going down, right? Yep. When it started getting closer and going down, went down, right here, right? But look, also look. Right up in here, you see as going closer, price was going up, right? Blue stayed up over orange most of the time, and like it's about to go up over it again. Look, orange is getting closer to the white line, right? Strong indication price is going to continuously go up. And we already looked at the 1 hour. We saw what was going on, right? But look, right here. Blue, when it go up under, it's getting closer, and you keep the trade open. Even right here, started going towards it. This orange was still going down, okay? It wasn't a situation when it started curving down. When they cross over, you keep them trades open. I teach that in my course. This white line is starting to respond too, going up. Strong indication the price is going to continue to go up. Why? Because we already looked at the hour time frame. It was already trending. It's already trending up. Remember, we're supposed to trust what our moving averages tell us what to do, because the moving average job is to follow the direction of the price. That's what moving averages does. It follows the direction of price data. Candlesticks is connected to the price data, but moving averages follow candlesticks, okay? So they all play their jobs. You have to let them do their jobs. Your job is to open and close these trades. That's where you come in. It's to respond. People are making millions of dollars trading like this. There's plenty of people that have traded with moving average crossover strategies and make millions, making old money. I'm not talking about a lot of these new people. If you Google a lot of the greats that was making money, they use moving averages. They've been making money. I'm not talking about these new YouTubers and stuff that's making money. Yes, only reason, I'm going to keep it real with you. Only reason a lot of these people making money trading and stuff because, now because YouTube, you know what I mean? Like before YouTube and stuff like that, we didn't have the average people, making money, because we got so many people showing different ways to make money. But that doesn't mean it's the best way to make money. Most people that trade with support and resistance, they trade on a smaller time frame like this, and they gotta do shit. You gotta measure, guess, and all that. Then you don't got time to be honest with you, go looking for like different things. If you did want to trade different things, you have to take your time through each and everything. It would take longer. I could go through multiple pairs right now. Like I could go through different things and find different trades right now if I wanted to, based on the moving average crossover strategy. Look at that. There we go. You heard it clearly. Took it as a sell. So I'm gonna start trading based on what I just seen right there. It closed the trade. Now I'm gonna take this sell. Trade on that moving average crossover strategy. You know, like I really tell people how to do anyway. Once you buy my course, you know, when it's the time to trade like this, you trade based on the 2 minute time frame. That's my opinion, because you get in and out your trades quicker. Now you see how I'm in profit now. That money, what I just lose? I forgot. I just lost a couple dollars. Let's just say I lost 30. I wasn't paying attention. Watch, I'm gonna make this money right back. Once you trade like this, and look, I'm using 20% of $1,000, y'all. So I'm using basically 180 per lot. Well, not that much, but you know that's how much I'm using total. But watch. Let's watch what happens. Even though we see that it's trending up, if you just let your moving averages let you tell you what to do and just follow the directions. Look, you see how I'm in profit more of the time. Since I opened my trade, I've been in profit majority of the time. Once you trade on smaller time frames with the right parameters at the right time, every time you're gonna have more times in profit than you're losing. Nobody likes seeing that they ain't losing money, that they're in a negative and stuff. When you trade with the moving averages at the right time with the smaller moving averages, you'll be in profit more. You'll see green more than red. Since this trade's been open, I've been seeing more green than red. Right now it's in the red, right? Never really trip off, you know, don't trip off losing money. Like I mentioned in my previous videos, trading is a sport. Any sport you can have some people scoring. Okay? If you lose money, just consider the other team scoring on you. But it's all about who scores the most points. That means who win the most trades. You'll win more money trading like this than you lose. Okay? Think of it as a sport. They have to score some. You never seen any game where another team didn't score unless you just blew them out. You know, and that's rare. So for you to get 100% winning trades, that's rare. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think of it like that. That's the best way to think of it like that. It's a sport. So sometimes you are going against the market, right? So sometimes the market is going to score. When they're scoring, and sometimes they're getting your money. But as long as you make more money, you win. That's the best way to handle losing trades. But you got a strategy. You know, as long as you keep your strategy going, you'll win. Think of it like that, y'all. Just think of it like that. But I got a higher leverage going on. I gotta get ready. I gotta go handle some business, y'all. But I mean, it's good for y'all to see the losing and the winning trades and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But look, you make more money if you follow the strategy. Now look, this blue moving average is over the orange moving average. I already said the price was trending up anyway. You know what I mean? But I suggest everybody, cause look, this is why I said do it. Let the moving averages on a smaller time frame do it. If you would have got in from here to here, you would have won that money, right? You would have lost that money, but then you would have got in and made more money. It should make sense because it's following the true direction of the price based on the 2 minute time frame, y'all. And I'm gonna let this trade stay open because I'm about to go and get in the shower after this because it look like it's gonna be trending up anyway. I assume, but I'm gonna get in the shower and just let this go up, do what it do. Okay, but I'm gonna wait till this line come up so y'all can see that it works. So it's safe to say I'm gonna lose about I lost about $60, right? Came up again. You heard it clearly. Told me to buy. So take this to the buy. All right, I'm about to go get in the shower. If it continues to go the direction it shows like it's gonna go by the hour, I have no problem leaving the trade open and stuff. There's a high probability that this trade gonna continuously go up based on what I see. Oh, it's 9 o'clock anyway, and it was already crossed over anyway. So yeah, and this let's see what else. This blue is going towards that blue. See, look, I'm up $30, $20 already. Look, the money I just lost, I damn near made it back already. You see what I'm saying? So treat it like a sport. But I'm about to go get in the shower. We'll see the results when I get back out. This is the part of the video you can fast forward it if you're watching it to see where it ended up. But as you see, I'm up almost. Yeah, you can see what's going on. Well, look, $30. I'm not even stressing, y'all. Treat it like a sport. They're gonna win some. They're gonna make some points. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna make some points, but as long as your strategy got you winning most of the time, follow the strategy. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm under my mouse. What the fuck? Ah, sorry about that, yeah. Damn, did I close everything out? Oh, there you go. Alright, my bad. I'm gonna leave it open. Well, 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 well. Would you look at that? If I would have just followed the direction it told me to do, I'm sure I would have made profit up in here, got out on time, and made more profit. But I ain't even mad because this motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Come on, nigga. He creep with me. Come on. What that mean like that?